All right, Micah. So, here is our breakdown. So I've broken it down to your homepage, about your seniors page, and your family page. So let's start on the homepage here. So just on the header, I see that you have your seniors and your family, which I think is great. And I know you do boudoir as well. So just be careful about cluttering your bar up top. There's a rule that the confused buyer, that when someone's confused on a website, they don't know where to click, they just will leave, right? And that will increase your bounce rate. Um, so on top of the fold, at the very top of your website, there's not a very clear call to action. So I would put an email capture box right here. And I am a fan of making that persistent. So as someone scrolls down the page, it stays there the entire time. That way it kind of reminds them like, hey, this is, make sure you sign up. Now, I always recommend doing something like a lead magnet. So you can either do an ebook, so 3 Secrets to Looking Great for Your Photo Shoot, or an offer, sign up now and receive a free 15-minute Zoom consultation, or whatever. You need to give them that reason to give you your email. So what I would do first is put that email capture up top and then flip-flop these two boxes. Because the photo is great. I think it's awesome, but what I see as a mistake for most photographers' websites is that they prioritize the photography, which is what you should do. However, there's not a clear place to buy from you, okay? Because the point of your website is to allow someone to buy from you, right? And to lead them through that decision. So again, put this deeper in the page, move this up. This is my favorite box, but all across your website, this text right here, your primary text, your copy, is way too small. You need to make that more prominent so they can actually read what you're saying. Oops, I misspelled nostalgia, apparently. So enlarge the text. Your goal is to capture the nostalgia because the parents are writing the check. The screw you want to turn is that their baby is leaving the nest, and you want to give them the hope that these memories, these photos that you are going to take, are going to capture this time forever. And you are the only person who can fulfill that. So here's some proposed copy shifts, because I think this spot you have the most opportunity for copy. So, hey seniors, I am thrilled you're here. High school is coming to an end, and I know you're trying to take it all in as you prepare for your next great adventure. This exciting time in life and ending one chapter is a little bit tired, I think, at this point for this age category. So you want to put a spin on that, because it's true, but you want to put a unique spin. One of my greatest joys is looking back on my high school yearbook and remembering what life was like. What sucks is that all of the pictures we took were shot in a studio's blue background with everyone in the same position. Generic. You can probably put the same generic position. Actually, this might read better. I haven't added the same generic position. Blah. When you look back on your photos, I want you to be transported back to your first kiss, dances, practices, your best friend. You can change these out to what fits your style here, but those are examples. So that your photos are a keepsake you look back on instead of clutter on your shelf. I can't wait to hear from you. And then you put your learn more, right? Because I think your capture button is fine. I like that it scrolls down so they see the whole page and it's always directed there. One mistake I see a lot of people make is that they will try and point to too many places. So again, clear, decisive, you did a good job on that it always points to your contact box. If, I would not use that. If you're looking for an empowering photo experience, you're in the right place. This whole box I would just get rid of, personally. Your headline, so you've done a great job of sprinkling your personality throughout your entire website. I love that. So some copy edits that I would do for this. One, again, make the text bigger. So here we go. This is what I would suggest. I want to help you give your high school memories the care they deserve. After traveling the world for the last decade, you could put, traveling the world taking photos for the last decade, that could work too. I've come to the conclusion that the photos we take are more than just things you hang on the wall. They're memories of who you were that can empower you to step into your future. I will equip you with the skills so you can look and feel like a complete natural in front of the camera. I think tips and tricks that you use right here, um, that sounds a little like every other photographer, right? So you want to make sure that you're giving them skills. You're teaching them, right? And having seen you actually do a photo shoot, like that's what you do, is you empower people. You get them in the right spots. You're different, Your entire photo experience will be uniquely suited to you so that you'll walk away getting exactly what you want. This is your moment. I like this. This is your moment. I think that's a really powerful phrase for seniors. Let's do this. I like that. Let's do this. That's cute. This cursive you have going throughout the website is really difficult to read. I'm not sure if that's part of the images or not, but if you can, change it. It's really hard to read. The only thing I would do is make this call to action bigger, okay? Now this bottom, so something that you may not know is that people scroll to the bottom of the page almost immediately. They'll read the header and then they skim. So make this contact button a little bit bigger. Okay, that's what I would do. Let's go to your about page. It's mostly great. Your headline's good. I would put the email capture again at the top. This headline, it's a little too generic for me. You want to tell people who you are and what you can do in your headline. So for me, I'm working on this one, but oftentimes I'll either say I write stories for business owners to help them build relationships and sell more without any extra effort on their part, or I say, like I tattoo runes on dead trees to help you make more dead presidents. That's the funny way of doing it. So for you, it could be I create an empowering environment so that we can capture what makes you unique. I don't like unique back to back, so if you could find a new word for unique, that would work. Or my joy is creating an empowering portrait experience so that, and then you put whatever that thing is that you do. Like, so the idea is feature and benefit. So the feature is you create an empowering portrait experience, and the benefit for them is whatever it is. If you've ever heard the term avatar, this is what you're speaking to in this moment. Okay. The rest, I think you can leave the same. Again, make it bigger. This is cute. I like it. Cool. Let's go to your family page. Family. I love the photo. I think it's fantastic. Again, put an email capture at the top. This is where you could differentiate. So it could be like the top, five reasons, or the 5 things you must do to remember your kids' first 5 years or something like that. I would change it to your family. Preserve these never to be forgotten moments before they're gone. Right? You want to put a little heat under them. This is just a little. It's good because you actually do have a call to action here. These moments are meant to be preserved. Doesn't catch me a whole ton, and make this whole thing bigger, right? So you don't want to cover up the art that you have, but you do want to make sure the words actually sell. I think it's a good headline. You and your loves. I think that's cute. You already know this, but you need to switch this page so it doesn't say "Mom of a Senior Guy." These should be family specific. Again, the cursive text is so small. I actually really like this copy, and this, as the oldest of 6, really leads right into a powerful call to action. So what I would do is say something like, let me be the one who takes the stress off of planning your family photo shoot. These are memories you don't want to forget. And then you could say, book now, or something like that. You want to have that call to action at the end. You can also add something like, book now just before you forget, something like that, because parents are always forgetting stuff. So there you go. Now, seniors. This is your page that I think you've worked on the most. Again, opt-in box. I think this is great right here. You have your keywords, empowering, magical, gorgeous. Again, these speak to women. These speak to females. Empowering, magical, and gorgeous. All three of them are more on the feminine side, which I think is fine and good, but just be aware of that. Let's see. So again, as seniors, you're in the midst of an exciting time. There's no call to action and no reason for them to click on this contact. So it could say, you are incredible, and I want to capture this moment for you. Click below, and we can schedule your free consultation to make sure that you get the photo session of your life. Something like that. I don't care for photo session of your life, but I couldn't think of something better at this moment. So I'll put some more thought into that one. So there you go. This is killer. I love this. I would put something like this on your family page too. And I would add a step 4. So I'd put step 1 because right now, because when I first read it, it's like, wait, what is this? So it's like, you could even put like, how does it work? Step 1, book. Click the contact button, fill out the form, and I'll reach out to you, right? So you don't need to tell them what happens after you reach out to them because your goal is to get them to reach out to you. That's it. You're trying to relieve some of the stress from them. Step 2, prepare. After booking, you'll receive a packet. I like the packet idea. Some of my favorite location options for you to choose from. That's, kind of weak in its phrasing. So I would say you'll receive a packet to help you choose the ideal location, outfits, and prepare mentally. I will be with you every step of the way. Step 3, smile. You can leave the shoot at home, but I would change it to smile because shoot, has negative connotations. Step 4, add this so they know, because you're leading them to the product, right? The product is the photo shoot, but it's also the photos. So you have two unique things you're selling because you have the photos, the actual shoot, but then you also have your back end sales because you want to make sure they actually buy from you and they don't just go to Walgreens, right? In a few short, I don't know how long it took, I think 2 to 4 weeks. In a few short weeks, you'll get your photos. It can be hard waiting to see them all, so I'll make sure to send you a few previews along the way, right? Something like that so that they can feel pretty comfortable with the process. Let's see. Yeah, make this bigger, and then if you can, make this more legible. Let's make some magic, right? So I have to lean in to read it, which someone isn't going to lean in, to read it. And remember, this should be, like you said, it's good on mobile and on desktop. However, adults parents are more likely to look at it on desktop. So there you go. So this is some copy changes I would make to this paragraph, because it reads well and I like the intent, but I think we can make it better. All the selfies for Instagram were practiced for this moment. You've waited long enough for senior year, and it's time to make sure that your unique moment is captured in a way that reflects how beautiful and perfect you are. Again, feminine language there, which is great, because I think that's who you're speaking to. Your senior portrait should be more than just pretty pictures. They should encapsulate your legacy and make your history come alive. When we are done, you are going to look back on your senior year and be able to relive every moment. This is your senior. Again, I like that you're bold there. I think you were right with that. This is your senior year, and it is an experience you'll never have again. Let's capture it. You'll be glad you did. There you go. This is good right here. Again, you can make the text bigger. Yeah, that's fine. What I would do with this list, these are great. But what I would want you to do is add a so that. So we have an easy booking process so that you don't have to spend hours finding the right time slot. Give them a benefit. Guided location selection so that you can choose a space that's special to you or choose one of my proven sites. Fun and empowering experience so that bridge is very important. You'll actually enjoy the process. Custom photo gallery so you can easily view and share all your photos. So that would be what I would do with this to make it more powerful. Your FAQ, remember, the purpose of an FAQ is not to actually answer their questions about the process. It's to remove any potential roadblocks in the buying decision, because you'll actually answer their real questions once they've signed up and once they've booked with you. This is just to get anything out of the way. that's preventing them from giving you their information, right? Do I need to choose my locations? Yes, once you are booked, I will send you a list of my proven locations, and we can talk through any unique spaces you have in mind. I don't love this, or if you have ideas, I would love to hear them. That makes it sound like you have the final decision, right? The second one can stay. Do you have albums? Blah 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 blah. This one's kind of answered here, but it does prep them for the back end sale that you're going to do. What if it rains? We'll wait until the day of to make the final call. You can just make these shorter, but if it's rainy or stormy, we will postpone. I reserve 1 day per week as a backup. Can I add family photos? I edited this here to remove the cost. You don't mention cost anywhere else on this area, so why add it here? Because now that they haven't been thinking about price up until you mentioned it, right? So don't have them thinking about that. So yes, we have options to add on an additional 15 minutes with your family. With family, that includes 10 high-resolution digital prints. This is the perfect option to update your family photos and prepare for holiday cards. Trust me, you'll thank yourself for planning ahead. So there you are, Mycah. I think you have a great site. The colors are really great. I think it looks really, really visually nice. You just need to make the text bigger. And I think that's the bent that most photographers, or the situation most photographers find themselves in. You are so good at the visual side of things, you forget that the photos convince, but the words will sell, which is the most important part when they're on their website. They need to book with you so they can actually be empowered, so they can actually remember this moment, and so that you can actually grow your business. Hope that was helpful.